Now, the story of my PC might be called The Never Ending Story. A story fraught with pain, frustration, and seething rage. Because I might not sound angry, but I assure you, I'm exceptionally angry. Well, the saga never ends. The computer, to give you an update, arrived today again. I was hoping, praying to Zeus, Apollo, all the gods, that it would be okay this time. That this annoying and incredibly expensive endeavor and saga would finally be at an end. I could finally just move on and use it and render videos more quickly and play games at better settings and just great. No, of course not. Because the exact same problem happened. The second GPU is not detected. Not detected by anything. Of course, this doesn't surprise me. Why doesn't it surprise me? Because that was the exact same problem last time. Probably because it got dislodged. Now, I am, later this evening, hopefully with the help of a friend, at least over Skype, going to try to reseat the second graphics card. But I did that last time. And when I reseated it and put it back in, well, nothing happened. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this time around, a miracle will happen and reseating the graphics card will change everything and it'll be there. But I don't think so. So I'm in a difficult position. Now, retrospectively, everyone can tell me how dumb it was of me, and I admit that. I'm always willing to admit my mistakes who've done this. I wish I had consulted people, experts, computer builders, people with just experience on this, on what I should do as someone who's technically ignorant but wants to have a really, really exceptional gaming PC. But I didn't. So I'm paying the cost now. So I'm going to assume this isn't going to work out. I'm going to assume that reseating the second GPU isn't going to affect it very much. And of course, this is due to the shipping. I mean, unless they're lying to me each time and telling me on the phone how their dreadful service where they make you, I ran out of credit on my fucking mobile phone waiting 20 minutes to talk to a representative. Anyway, that's another little issue. Unless they just bullshit me and say, oh, it was fine when it left the depot. Well, I'm sure it was. But then again, you're relying with idiots, couriers who are used to delivering books and packages of muesli and fucking granola. They're not used to delivering super expensive high-end computers with SLI set up and two GPUs. Well, the solution to this is not certain. Now, like I said, I will try to reseat the second GPU. And I'm not going to do it all by myself because I've only done it once before and I barely remember it. But I will consult a friend and hopefully he can walk me through it along with some images and some video material because it is possible to damage minor bits and So I'm assuming that's not going to work because history has showed me this otherwise that it won't work. Going to be looking at a refund, and if they refuse, I will take them to small claims court, and I also will get a refund on the 200 euros I spent at my own cost to send this fucking piece of shit back to them. I will fight them if necessary to the bitter end. Too much money involved and principle. I told them just now. I said, look, you guys might be great within the UK, but if you want to do business with people in Europe, it's not enough just to be able to build the computer efficiently. And you have to take on some responsibility for the shipping procedure and the shipping process. Why? Because the first time, you can blame it on the courier and then have me send it back at my own cost, and I'm hardly rich, 200 euros to the UK. But the second time, you don't get away with that. Because if you're sending exceedingly expensive merchandise via unreliable courier services, it becomes your responsibility at some point in time because you want to save a buck or a quid in this case or a cent or whatever. And you're not willing to ensure that the product arrives intact. It doesn't matter. You could be the best PC builders in the world. If the courier service is incompetent, this is obviously what's going to happen. And so this is what happened. What has happened, and I am rather seething because this thing was just so expensive, and I was willing to pay the money because I wanted that experience, But so if it doesn't work out, I'll take them to small claims court. I'll try to get every fucking cent I paid back, including the shipping costs at my own expense. And I don't doubt that'll work out because I will fight them to the bitter end. There's no way they're ripping me off with these bullshit fucking excuses. So once I get my money back, whenever that happens, I was looking forward to playing Tom Clancy's Division on max settings, and who knows how long I have to wait for that pre-order. I was going to pre-order, but who knows? I will do what I should have done all along. Either I'll just get the parts delivered to me separately. Everything's nice and separate. And I have a friend in the Netherlands who doesn't live too far away. I'll pay for him, pay for his accommodation, all his meals, and pay him a salary to build it for me, and I'll still fucking save money in the process, which is exactly what I fucking should have done in the beginning. But, live and learn. Technical ignorance, we're all ignorant in some ways, in some respect, in some area. And I guess this is just one of life's lessons, an excessively expensive lesson. I wish... but I think the lesson to be learned here as well is that if you enter into uncharted territory, no matter what the subject or theme might be, always consult people prior. Ask what their opinion is. Should I order from a PC builder or should I do this X or Y? Because the things I have experience in, and I have experiences I've dealt with multiple times. This was not one of them. And so it was foolish in me to just go by reputation, thinking, oh, it would be fine. Hindsight 2020, all that. It's I'm not going to chastise myself too much for that. It's what's done is done, and ignorance can be cured and improved. And the other I guess positive thing in the long run is if I do hire my friend to do it, I can watch him do it in the process and learn a bit as well. So the other annoying thing is I had hired another friend of mine to optimize certain settings on my computer, and he's actually going off to university soon and probably won't have time anymore. So, you know what? I don't know. Lesson learned: don't ever use a service like this. Maybe within your own country, maybe, but no, it's clearly the same issue. Now, some people said, well, yeah, it runs fine if the 1980 GXTI. It's a great graphics card, pretty much the best apart from the Titan still, and everything still works. Yeah, I can run games, blah 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 blah. But the problem there is that's not what I paid for. I paid for 2 fucking GPUs, an SLI that would work, that would be recognized, that could run Witcher on max settings, etc. You're supposed to get what you paid for, not just sort of gimp on yourself and comp. Well, imagine the following, that just a simple analogy. You go to a decent restaurant, you pay for a meal. You pay for your meal, you pay for the appetizers, you pay for the main meal, and you order a dessert. Let's say you order New York cheesecake, and it never arrives and whatever, and they're in a rush. So let's say this is an American restaurant where they love to just rush you out of the restaurant and you can't eat in peace. So they just give you a bill and it includes the cheesecake. And you're thinking, well, isn't this a problem? I didn't actually eat any cheesecake. I didn't get the cheesecake. Why should I pay for the cheesecake? So in terms of the second graphics card, we're talking close to €1,000, maybe more. I don't even remember. I have to look it up again. But I didn't get what I fucking ordered from these pieces of fucking shit. So, that's just the end of it. But I will get my money back if the reseeding doesn't work, and these fuckers will be made to pay me every fucking cent back, including the goddamn shipping costs, the €200 I spent to send this piece of shit back to them, so they could fix it, so it could be sent to me broken again because of the idiots delivering it. I begged them. I said, look, spend the extra money, use a glass services carrier or something. And what did they tell me? They said, well, we're contractually bound to use DPD and da-da-da and da-da-da. And I said, okay, you know what's going to happen. Exactly what just happened. That's what I told them. Like a prophet, I said, if you use this service, it's almost guaranteed it will arrive damaged. And the fact that the second GPU isn't being detected. In fact, even the very first thing, I kept on getting BIOS. So I had to wiggle around with some things and reset them a little bit, and didn't actually involve any unscrewing. But It just goes to show that these things get shaken up in the mail or whatever. But yeah, I mean, nobody needs to tell me it was dumb of me or ignorant of me to do what I did and order with the service. But because I know it is, and it's too late, and there's nothing I can do. So, the options now are pray for a miracle that tonight when I reseat the graphics card, the second graphics card, that it will, that'll work. It'll be detected and everything. We can all sing fucking Kumbaya together, and I can get on with my life. There's so many things I wanted to do with this computer. New projects, etc. And if not, then yeah, I guess it's gonna involve probably legal action, unless these people are just forthcoming and say, yeah, we fucked up, we'll give you a full refund, including the costs with regards to the shipping that I had to pay for and sending it back. So that's all I have to say about that. Oh, man, I was praying to the gods. I said, it's going to arrive today. Oh, I forgot the other thing to mention. It actually should have arrived a couple of days ago, but it didn't. You know why? Because these idiots wrote the wrong name on the fucking package. So the address was right, but the name was wrong. There are many realms of compartmentalization. You get intellectual compartmentalization. You get all, but so these guys are great at building PCs, but they can't fucking take a black marker or can't read a black marker in giant lettering with the proper name. It's amazing. Anyway, good times. So, look, the good thing is I can still do my internet business online. I can still produce videos. I can still, as long as I have my laptop. I'm just not enjoying an optimal gaming experience, and there are other things that I want to do in the future that I can't do yet. So that is the issue. And I will keep you updated. This is kind of insanity. This is just Murphy's Law, just fucking following me everywhere. Absolutely insane. But so anyway, let's hope for a miracle tonight when I reseat the second GPU. I'm a little bit nervous about that, about damaging things. I don't have much experience with it, and I know it's easy for you guys who always build things all the time. But I challenge you and say, try something you've never done before and you'd be nervous, or only done once before and you'd be nervous about it as well, potentially. So I'll do my best with that, and hopefully it'll work out. And yeah, and probably it won't. So yeah, and probably not working out. I don't know. We'll just I guess I'll be talking to them on the phone tomorrow and dealing with more bullshit. This was supposed to add pleasure and enjoyment to my life and relax me more, not cause me more stress because it was so fucking expensive. The good thing is, thank the gods, that the monitor and the mouse and the keyboard I ordered were separate from a nice German company. No problems with those. So yeah, what I'll do is just order the parts from some nice German sites, because German sites tend to be reliable, and so on and so forth. And maybe hire someone locally, maybe pay a friend, whatever. Just get it put together for me. And yeah, that's what I'll do. Who knows how fucking long that'll take. But I'm definitely, if they give me shit, I will be taking legal action. I'm not letting them get away with this fucking shit. It's rare I get this angry, but this has been going on for months now. Never seems to end. So rant over. Rant over. On the other end, I've been playing a lot of the gaming thing I'm doing right now is mostly Pillars of Eternity. Hadn't played very much, been playing quite a bit recently, and I'm very impressed by the game overall for what it is, considering there was only a little over $4 million invested in it. Interesting, good gameplay, excellent story, well written. I'm very impressed by it. So I plan on releasing a full review of that game at some point in time when it calmed down in a different stage of life. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening to me rant and ramble and go on about shit. Don't waste your time saying I told you so. I'm telling myself the same thing that I should have told myself. So everyone, bye and take care.